Millions of years ago, one accident changed human history forever. A few forgotten seeds began to grow. One curious caveman noticed something strange. Plants were growing where old food had been thrown away. Finding food every day was difficult. Some days there was almost nothing to eat. But these new plants kept growing in the same place. Could nature be hiding a secret? The caveman became curious. He wondered what would happen if he planted the seeds himself. For the first time, humans didn't just collect food, they tried to create it. Then the rain arrived. Nature did the rest. Days later, tiny green shoots appeared. The experiment had worked. The whole tribe gathered in amazement. Everyone realized this discovery could change their future. Without knowing it, these early humans had taken the first step toward farming, a decision that would transform civilization forever. The tiny plants kept growing stronger every day. The strange accident was becoming a pattern. The caveman tried planting more seeds on purpose. Now it was no longer just luck. Others noticed his unusual behavior. Curiosity began spreading through the tribe. Soon more hands joined the experiment. The first teamwork in farming had begun, but growing food wasn't easy. Birds and animals wanted the harvest too. The tribe learned to protect and care for their plants. Each season taught them something new. The crops grew taller than anyone expected. Patience was finally paying off. More families started planting their own food. The idea spread from person to person. Children learned simply by watching. Knowledge was now being passed to the next generation. A simple discovery was becoming a new way of life. Human history had quietly taken another giant step. The first harvest was finally ready. For the first time, humans had grown their own food. The tribe worked together to gather every grain. Their hard work had paid off. Instead of eating everything immediately, they began saving food for the future. Even when storms arrived, they no longer feared going hungry. Life slowly became less about surviving each day. People finally had time to think beyond tomorrow. Some learned to make better tools. Others became skilled potters and builders. Small camps slowly turned into permanent villages. A new kind of human life had begun. Children grew up in safer communities, learning from their parents instead of constantly moving. One simple idea had changed everything. The world would never be the same again. This wasn't just the birth of farming. It was the first chapter in the story of civilization. The tiny farming experiment had become a thriving village. People no longer wandered endlessly in search of food. With extra crops, families began trading instead of simply surviving. The first economy was quietly taking shape. Not everyone needed to farm anymore. Some became potters, toolmakers, and skilled craftsmen. Knowledge was passed from one generation to the next. Each child learned to grow food even better than their parents. Even during difficult seasons, careful planning helped the community survive. Every year brought new ideas. Simple tools made farming easier and more productive. Villages grew larger. Neighbors became communities, and communities became the foundation of civilization. People started planning together, making decisions that benefited everyone. One curious caveman had inspired generations. His simple observation changed countless lives. From a handful of forgotten seeds came farms, villages, trade, and the first great civilizations. The world had entered a completely new era. It all began with one simple observation. A few forgotten seeds growing in the soil. Curiosity became an experiment. The experiment became a revolution. Villages grew into towns. Towns became the first civilizations. Everything we know today started with people who were willing to learn from nature. A single seed may seem small, but sometimes the smallest discoveries change the entire world. Humans didn't stop hunting overnight, but farming gave them something they had never truly had before: stability. Today, billions of people depend on agriculture every single day. Its roots stretch back thousands of years. From simple digging sticks to modern tractors, the journey began with one accidental discovery. History isn't always shaped by kings or battles. Sometimes it's changed by ordinary people paying attention. The birth of farming wasn't just about growing food, it was the moment humanity planted the seeds of civilization itself.